Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kelly Wenzel, Project Director for Urban Education Outreach, once again, meeting you this time in my backyard. So while I was working today, I heard a lot of commotion in the back, and I was seeing a lot of one particular animal all in my backyard. So I thought I would come out and investigate. So here we are, and I think I'm going to look for squirrels today. So what do you guys think? Am I going to find any squirrels in my backyard? Let's see. So just like we did yesterday, we're going to keep our journal page. So I've already filled out the top part of where I am and what day it is. Today, I'm going to do the temperature. I know it is 11 degrees Celsius. If you were with me yesterday and looked at our neighborhood walk for living and non-living things, we did a little math and we went from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So today we're going to go the other direction. So to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you double Celsius. So 11 times 2 is 22, and then you add 32, which is about 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool. It does feel nice and warm out here. Cloud cover. Once again, let's look at the sky, not at the sun. It's a little bit cloudier today than it was yesterday. I think I'm going to go with about 90% cloud cover. Now, it's not raining now, but it did rain last night and this morning. Now, why is that important if we're looking for squirrels? What might we find in the mud? I don't know. Let's see. And we do have a slight breeze today. Okay, so for our neighborhood inventory for squirrels, we're going to look for their nest. There's two different ways that squirrels make a nest. One is in the tree itself, and one is a nest made of leaves called a dray. We're going to look for squirrel food, acorns or berries, fungi, or they eat some other things like young leaves, things like that on new plants. We will look for footprints. I can't guarantee anything. I did not scout out and make squirrel footprints. And of course we'll look for live squirrels. So we're going to make a tally. Now, for those of you thinking about squirrels, why do you think squirrels are important to study? Why are they important to our ecosystem? Well, we'll find out as we hike. So I am going to walk over into my garden and we'll see, because I did see some squirrels over here today. This is just my patio, more of that non-living material, right, from yesterday. Look at that. They're making a mess. I mean, I know I need to weed, but seriously. Can you guys see all the squirrel digging around? Now, there are other animals that will dig around like this. You know who else I saw making a mess in my garden before, but now they all went away? Were robins. So one of our squirrel signs that isn't necessarily on the list, but that we might see a lot of, are holes. So I'm gonna see if we find any more. Oh, there's a nice hole. Any more holes. Let's see if a different spot has some holes. Now look at that spot. Open soil. I don't see any footprints though. I'm very sad. Oh, there's some berries. Look, there's a hint of a nut right here. And we have some of our little seed pods off of our trees that came down maybe in the wind last night. So if we go to our worksheet, let's see. We didn't find any nests yet, but we did find an acorn, and we did find some berries from the tree. I don't have many mushrooms right now. What else did we find? Oh, we found, oh, I should have had an other category. Let's see. Other notes. Maybe dug up soil? as evidence, right? Let's go to a different spot and we'll turn around. Oh, I think up in the tree. Wait, before we go to the front, do you all see it? I don't know, my camera's not the best. Let's see. Do you see it way up there? Can I zoom in? Oh, that looks like a squirrel's nest to me. Where'd it go? Do you guys see that? Let's see if I can get a better angle. Hold on. Okay, now we're right under that squirrel's nest. So that is not a nest in a cavity, right? That is a nest in the tree. So we'll come over here. And we found one nest or dray in our tree. We'll mark that one down. Awesome. Let's go look in the front. Okay, I'm rounding the front of my house. Whoa! Oh wait, I gotta zoom out so you all can see this. Now, again, I know I need to weed. Can you all see how torn up my front garden bed is here, where I have my little blue stem grasses? And look at that. Opened up acorn. The other half maybe. More acorns. There's acorns all over the place. Oh, half buried ones. I can't even count them. Look at all the acorns that those squirrels are looking for. Look, there's a half-eaten one right here. With even little nibbles in it. You guys see that? It's all nibbled. It's pretty cool. So we have a lot. I don't even know how to count that for acorns. And we've still got more soil overturned up here. I'm not really seeing any footprints. Maybe because it's mulch and not mud. Can't really see their footprints. They were definitely here, those darn squirrels. Speaking of those darn squirrels, that's actually a really cute book to read. It's about squirrels getting in your bird feeder. Well, there are a lot of squirrel signs here, so let's mark down on our sheet. Acorns. I'm going to put, I don't know, 20 maybe acorns in that one spot. 10, 2, 4, and then you do this for 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and our one that we had before. I didn't see any more berries. I still don't see any fungi. Lots of soil dug up, right? Now, we're not seeing many live squirrels. I wonder where they all are. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know where there's live squirrels, but look at my neighbor's tree. Now, I cannot prove for a fact that there are squirrels living in there. But a hole like that probably has somebody living in it. If it's not a squirrel, who else do you think could live in a hole like that? Maybe a raccoon? We do have raccoons in my neighborhood, definitely. That is a cool hole. That's one that we could monitor over time. I don't know. Where did all the squirrels go? Did I scare them away? Not many squirrel nests either in the trees. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna whisper. So I am very lucky. Behind my house. Oh, you see him? I don't know if you can see him. The town has a strip of trees. And unfortunately there's a fence that I really don't feel like climbing today to get over. But as I was walking back, I did see a couple squirrels. I don't know if my camera picked it up. Oh, you see them running around? They're running around all by this tree. Maybe there's a cavity nest in that tree. How do squirrels usually move when you do see one? Oh, there he goes. He's going up the side of the tree, look. Oh, there's more than one. They're babies. They look little. Look, oh my gosh. These guys kind of look small, so they might be young from last year. So there's two of them kind of running around. Look how they flick their tail. on their tails. These are gray squirrels. We also have red squirrels in New Jersey and flying squirrels. Oh, did you see that? There's a cavity nest. I think the sun is bad. But in that little hole, right where the tree makes a V, the little squirrel went right in that hole. Maybe he'll come out. I don't know, maybe I scared them. But he definitely went in that hole. And there's another squirrel. We're kind of aiming towards the sun. There's another squirrel high up in the tree. Oh, that was a bird, not a squirrel. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and for today, for a short little activity, we definitely saw at least one tree cavity nest and maybe another one. Maybe one more. And we saw 3 live squirrels. I did not see any squirrel footprints, but there was lots of other evidence. So before I go today, let's think about squirrels. Why do we look for squirrels outside? Do any of you have a squirrel inside your house? I hope not. Not as a pet. But what do they need? They need food, they need water, they need shelter, and they need lots of space. So we've seen squirrels in trees today in our short time outside. So we know they love to live in and play near trees. So that's where all their food and water and shelter is. And there's a lot more space outside than in our houses, right? What were the squirrels doing? Our squirrels were running around. It looked like they were kind of chasing each other. One dove in its little cavity nest. What was the most popular food we found? Easily acorns. Although if it becomes a really wet spring and there's a lot of fungi up in your yard or in the woods, sometimes you see little nibbles. That might be a squirrel. What kind of squirrel homes do we find? Well, we found one of each today, right? We found a dray or a leaf nest and a tree cavity nest. And I knew it was a squirrel nest because I saw the squirrel dive in there. And how are squirrels important to our ecosystem? So that last question is very important, and that's kind of the whole reason why we collect data on animals. So looking for squirrel signs might seem kind of easy, right? If you are a middle school or high school student, you're saying, why am I looking for squirrels? But think about it. Why are squirrels important to our ecosystem? What do they do? What was our most popular food source that we found today? Easily was acorns, right? And in the fall, those acorns fall off of oak trees, very common tree here in New Jersey. And when the squirrels bury them, do you think they find all those oak trees seeds, all those acorns? Nope. So in a few weeks, maybe even less than that if it stays this warm, as you go out, you might find acorns sprouting, especially along the side of a trail. And that's what grows our new trees. So assuming that those trees can actually grow up without disruption, that's how we get our oak forests, which are very common here in New Jersey. So they're very important, as well as, they eat other things besides acorns. So, and they're also eaten sometimes by hawks, and fox maybe might eat. So they're very valuable part of the food web as well. So every little animal has its job in nature, and today we were just looking at the squirrel, and in our brief time together, look at all the data and information that we found about squirrels. So until next time, this is Miss Kelly for Ecosystems Online Outside, and I will see you later. New Jersey Audubon out. Bye.